This is the Dodgers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello again, and welcome to the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, one of the places to hang out when every game is done. And this one ended in a way that we were not expecting and most definitely not happy about. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Dodgers get walked off in Arlington at Globe Life by the Rangers, who are now 10-2 at home, 13-8 overall, 4-3 the final. Dodgers 5-5 on the road. And I got one question for you. What the heck was Kirby Yates doing there? What was that pitch? Kirby Yates does not throw four-seam fastballs on a regular basis. I mean, Romeo says Roberts and his dumbass moves. Which one, Romeo? Be more specific. Putting Kirby Yates in the game? Kirby Yates is fantastic. He's got after today, a 3.48 ERA. I would agree with Johnny. Kirby Yates absolutely choked. He threw one bad pitch early in the at-bat, and then he threw another one. He is a splitter, off-speed guy, sweeper, splitter. That's his money ball. What is he doing throwing four-seamers up in the zone? I don't even know. I'm like, what the heck was that? I guess you try to mix it up, keep them guessing. I don't know. Dodgers should have won that game. I'm sorry. It was nice to see Evan Phillips back on the Evan Phillips. Is that the bourbon? I think it is. What's his first name? Eric Phillips? No, it is Evan Phillips. What's the bourbon? I better not even say it, or it'll get stuck in my head. Had it right the first time. Evan Phillips back on the field for the Dodgers. 2/3 of an inning, 2 Ks, 12 pitches. That was nice to see. But yeah, I feel like it was a wasted outing from Roki Saski. He went 6, gave up 2 runs on just 2 hits, both of them to Higgy, or how do you say his name? Higashioka. They just call him Higgy, don't they? Or something like that. But yeah, he had a good game for the Rangers. Prior to Sasaki leaving the game, after Higashioka's 2 hits, there was nothing else happening for the Rangers. They were 0 for 20 aside from Higashioka. So Sasaki pitched very well, 4 Ks, gave up the home run, walked 3. That's not ideal, but got the job done. And from there, the bullpen was supposed to take over, and the Dodgers were supposed to cruise to victory in this one, even at a 1-run margin, when the Rangers just had absolutely nothing going on. That's Garcia's 4th home run of the year. So clearly a guy who's capable of hitting a home run. But it was just, somebody asked the question here in the chat about 30 seconds ago, Romeo, who called that pitch? Great question, because it was a terrible pitch. Romeo also says, why didn't they let Vesia close? SMFH. Unfortunate game there for the Dodgers. I felt like this game had a different sort of energy. It had a different sort of intensity. Maybe that's because it was on national TV and we were watching it on Fox. I don't know. I know Joe Davis doing the game makes it feel a lot like a normal Dodger game on Sportsnet LA, but it just had a different kind of feel. I guess I don't pay a lot of attention to what's happening with the Rangers, but they're off to a good start and they're a good team. Obviously, they won a World Series a couple of years ago, and they are off to a good start this year as well. Interesting not seeing Ohtani at the top of the lineup as he was off today. So it's a good feeling that the Dodgers are able to survive without him. It's also a good feeling that he got the day off, right? It felt like he needed one for sure. It feels like Ohtani always needs a day off because he plays all the time. I know he's just hitting, but a day off for him here and there is not a problem. First inning didn't start great for the Dodgers, Edman and Freddie Cade, but Freddie got the bat rolling again. His 4th home run of the season after a Mookie Betts single in the 4th inning. Freddie just launched one down the line, 407 feet, and it was just a few feet inside the foul pole, which means that ball was hit a long way. And Max Muncy started to get things rolling? I feel like he has. His last few games he's coming around, getting on base with walks. I think I said it over and over again. That's where it's all started for him. Seeing the ball better, finding location within the zone, and picking pitches that he likes is going to lead to him getting more base hits. He got one today with a man aboard. It was an RBI double, which means in the last 7 days, he's had 4 hits, 2 runs scored, and just the 1 RBI, which came today. But he's coming around. I'll tell you who's not coming around, Andy Pages. And I cannot believe that his defense alone is keeping him on the roster. It seems to be the only reason they keep him around. It can't just be those 2 home runs. I'm sure it's in the back of their mind. It's kind of an afterthought. And oh, by the way, yeah, he can hit home runs. But it feels like the only reason that Andy Pages is still on this roster is because of his defense, which, again, is suspect at times. But he goes out and he does something like he did today, robbing Corey Seager of a home run. And it's like, well, I guess that's why he's on this team, because it's surely not his hitting. It is just bad. I mean, it doesn't feel like he's getting close. He's swinging at bad pitches. He takes a fastball on the outside half of the plate and pulls it to the left side. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot about hitting, when the ball is on the inside of the plate, you're supposed to pull it. When the ball is on the outside of the plate, you're supposed to go with it, hit it to the right side or right of second base. He wouldn't know how to do that if his life depended on it. He probably knows how to do it, but he's not capable of it. He is only capable of pulling the ball, especially when it's on the outside of the plate. And when he hits it to the right side, it's an accident. He does not mean to do that. 0 for 3 today, 159 batting average, OPS 544 or something like that. It's just not good. And, there's articles all over the place. I'm not the only one that thinks that Andy Pages is a wasted spot in the lineup and an automatic out. At least Kike's starting to come around a little bit. That ball he launched into the gap was hit the deepest part of the park, and he's absolutely starting to find it. His numbers don't indicate that. He's batting 140, but his slug is still at 400 and his OPS is at 600. So I feel like they have more leeway for Kike, and they're not going to send Kike down. They just upped him again. Kike's going to be around. Andy Pages is a young guy. They have guys down in AAA that can come up and produce and perform better than Andy Pages. But it appears that because his defense is very good and his arm is very, very good, plus, they keep him around for that reason. And the outside chance that every now and then the opposition is going to make a mistake and throw a ball down and into him, and he's going to launch it down the line. I don't know. It's not the reason we lost this game, without a doubt, but it's definitely not helping the Dodgers. I mean, there's stories all over the place about when are they going to get rid of him and or bench him, maybe just keep him around, but put him on the bench because his offense is so inferior and suspect and not helping the Dodgers at all. Rosario, 1 for 2 today as the DH. Again, Max Muncy 1 for 3. Will Smith an 0 for, but still has the OPS at close to 950, I think is that number. Michael Conforto had a hit and a run scored. Teoscar 0 for, he's still trying to find it since that stomach bug. And Mookie Betts a hit. Tommy Edman was 0 for today as well. He's got an OPS at 881 and the batting average at 274. So, top of the lineup still producing and doing their job. Would like to get Teo hot again. That would be a good feeling. But this was an unfortunate loss because Sasaki's outing today was really good. I mean, he was locating, only threw 78 pitches and gave up just 2 hits and 2 runs, both of them to Higashioka. So I don't know if that's a previous knowledge thing because they're Japanese players, but I don't know. Probably not, because Sasaki's 23. I don't know if they really ever faced each other, but the fact is that there was probably extra motivation there because of that. 4-3 the final today as the Dodgers lose this one on a walk-off at Globe Life, falling to the Rangers, who are now 10-2 at home, 13-8. Dodgers 15-7. 5-5 on the road. We will take the break, come back and give away player of the game, turning point, and what we'll be talking about. All right, today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers Postcast brought to you by Upwork. Scaling up your business requires the right expertise at the right time. With Upwork, you can find specialized freelancers in marketing, development, design, and more. Experts ready to help you take your business to the next level. Upwork gives businesses flexibility by connecting them with top freelance talent across multiple industries, including IT, AI, web development, and marketing. Whether you need extra hands for a project or a long-term partner, Upwork makes hiring simple and affordable. I was just talking about on the Locked On Clippers postcast that we have a small business, a pottery business that my wife and I own and her son runs. And she uses these type of freelancers on a regular basis for marketing because she has a full-time job, and I'm not good at the whole marketing thing on the web. So she finds experts that are, and really makes her life with regard to the back end of the business a whole lot easier. So I can attest to the fact that this type of freelance availability is very, very beneficial if you have a small business. So visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That's Upwork, UPWORK.com, Upwork.com, to connect with top talent and grow your business today. Today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast also brought to you by Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for skilled trades. Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. And again, they have that free Trade Masters program where they can help you get a part installed, or for whatever random reason you don't know how to work the product or install it correctly. You call their dedicated phone line where human beings work, and they'll walk you through it. They also have free shipping and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage of the Trade Master program with Supply House. Now it's your turn. Join Trade Masters today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use the promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's SH5 for 5% off your first order at supplyhouse.com. All right, Dodgers lose an ugly one. Not ugly, just an unfortunate one by a score of 4-3 on a walk-off home run surrendered by Kirby Yates.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I think this one's fairly obvious. Kirby Yates throwing fastballs up in the zone to Garcia was the turning point of the game. Kirby Yates is not a fastball pitcher. I know he's capable of it, but that is not his money. That is not his meat and potatoes. So head-scratching move there. That's a mistake. Hopefully he learned his lesson. As for the player of the game,
this is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Also a pitcher for the Dodgers. I loved what I saw from Roki Saski today. 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, both of them to Higashioka. 4 Ks, 3 walks is kind of the only sore thumb in his performance today. 78 pitches, the ERA now at 3.20. Jack Dreyer was fantastic in 1 inning, 12 pitches, the rest zeros. Evan Phillips back on the floor or on the field for the Dodgers. 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, 2 Ks, the rest 0 on 12 pitches. Vesia is out there dominating his 7th hold of the season, 1/3 of an inning, 1 K, 6 pitches, and Kirby Yates.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Think you'll be talking about the fact that the Dodgers let one get away and an opportunity to win this series after a fantastic pitching performance last night from Yamamoto in a 3-0 shutout. That was 4 in a row for the Dodgers last night. So their winning streak comes to an end in a game that you really thought they should have won today. I did. I thought it was over. Kirby Yates has not been bad all season. He's been very, very reliable. So it's going to happen. They're human. I get it. So I think we're talking about the fact that sucked, really felt like a game we should have won. And as I mentioned at the start of the Clippers postcast, both of these games came down to the very, very end, and they both finished right at the same time. I don't know if you were like me watching one on the computer and one on the TV, but it was a fantastically exciting 10 or 15 minutes, even though they both went south for the Dodgers and the Clippers. Just a very exciting little stretch of LA sports right there, where they both had opportunities. Both really should have won, but if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Wasn't the reality. We didn't talk about yesterday. I missed it because of traveling and traffic, and I just didn't get to watch the game. And I apologize to you guys for not being there for you after the 3-0 shutout of the Rangers. Yamamoto was awesome. He's the front runner for the Cy Young at this point. If you asked me, he's 3-1 with a 0.93 ERA. 10 Ks yesterday, did give up 5 hits, but scattered over 7 innings on 102 pitches. Just dominant performance from him. So all is well in the Dodgers universe. Not to fret. Kirby Yates will be fine. Again, 3-0 yesterday in a win. Today, they lose on a walk-off 4-3, the final there. And they wrap it up tomorrow. An early one starting, at 11:35. Tyler Glasnow will take on Tyler. Is it Male or Male? One of the two. I don't know. I will know by tomorrow, though. I promise you that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It is the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out Jeff and Vince Monday through Friday with the Locked On Dodgers podcast. They will break it down for you a little bit more in depth than we do here on the postcast. We give you 15 to 17 of instant reaction, and Jeff and Vince go deeper in a more thorough examination of what's going on in the Dodger universe. Take care. Have a good night. We will talk tomorrow.